Brenda. Wanna go find? Huh? Hey, Dominic,
Good evening.
how you doing?
How is everything? Anything new and exciting?
Just the usual. Who's at the door? She's not gonna let you go by.
Get out that little corner.
She's been fed.
Nice and full, huh?
Yep. Yep, you bet. You didn't have to take your niece? So Dominic, what have you been up to? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's cooled down a little bit. It's only in the mid 60s now, and it's raining.
Raining.
What a bugger.
What's
Joe,
up,
what have you
y'all?
been up to?
I worked a little bit on the pictures. That's about all. Watched a football game. And I've just been relaxing.
Oh, good.
Taking life easy. Well, it's about time you did. You've been burning the candle at both ends.
Well, I'm gonna burn it again Monday and Tuesday. So, and now it's Thanksgiving week, so they got a tournament this week. I got to go shoot. Probably
Brenda-
about 3 or 4 games.
Brenda thinks that TJ's working. Is he working? Does anybody know?
Yeah, he's working. He worked at
Okay.
2.
Yeah, anybody know anything about the DJI power bank? Brenda's asking. She
Yeah, I
asked
think you
about
have to. The solar panels for that, DJI doesn't make them, but they got a brand they recommend.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a minute. Because they've got it on their site.
And they obviously use a different connector.
So what site are you looking at it?
I'm looking at DJI. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
On the
I saw it
DJI,
yesterday
DJI site? Okay. I
at a
didn't know,
DJI
didn't
site.
know if you were looking at Ankara or,
No, I'm trying to see if it gives you a brand name. Oh, it says 100-watt solar panel.
Yeah. Considering the fact that I can't really comment in Australia, but at the same time, we do a package deal with the solar panels.
Yeah. It doesn't, I don't think it really tells you which one.
here
What
comes
it did.
David.
Yeah, all it shows you on the DJI site is 100-watt solar panel, and it says solar panel adapter module. You got to have a module to go with it.
Well, if you have the DJI battery pack, doesn't that come with it?
Now, no, it comes all separate.
Hello, David.
Yeah, because if you buy the battery pack by itself, even on DJI right now, the battery pack by itself is $479. If you buy it with, let's see, with one solar panel and the module, I think it's got the module. No, I don't even think it has the module. With the module, here's the one with the module. It's $1136. It's with two panels.
And
Here comes
here's Donald.
Good evening, Donald.
It was already 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
See, I'll show you the picture I got on here.
Okay.
See, that's the all you get is this. But if you want the panels, you got to have this module set up here.
Hmm.
And that
Yeah.
I don't think they sell it separately, but it's like 1,100 if you buy the whole setup like this.
Hmm. It's $2,000 over here for the whole package.
Yeah, because I'm looking at with one solar panel. That's one solar panel. I guess that would work with that module right there. With this, that is $527 with one solar panel.
One of them is out of stock. Which is the one that's out of stock, it says?
That's a super fast combo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But the cheapest you're gonna get is the one solar panel right here. And I guess, let me see if it shows it better. I think this right
Yeah,
here.
I'd
what
agree
you
with that,
need.
Justin.
I think that's your module. You see how it's plugged in to the
What's
solar
what's
panel?
the price on that one?
That one's $527.
So it
not
was
bad to get one of
it
the
was
panels.
discounted, right?
Yeah, that's discounted from 1,070.
You might want to put that link to that that what you're looking at in the on the panel so that anybody interested, like Brenda, she can just click on it and go there.
Yeah, that's exactly where I got it from right there. That's the page that goes on. But I don't think Amazon has it like that. I don't think it just says 100-watt solar panel. Doesn't give a brand name. Let me go.
So Donald, did you do anything particular today? Are you cooking or what?
No, we are going to be going to the lodge here in a little bit for their Thanksgiving, their annual Thanksgiving thing.
Okay.
But no, I did some editing, got that commercial approved. Did some stuff out in the yard. Just boring stuff. I did get an email from DJI. They're going to reattempt sending me my drone.
Yes.
So I guess they're going to initiate another shipment and see if it'll go through.
So what you gonna do when you get
I
two?
thought you canceled your drone.
Not yet. It's stuck in.
He wants it.
it's being held.
So,
And so they're going to make another attempt.
yeah, they've got a solar panel kit on the on Amazon with 3 solar panels. And then what, 1247 on Amazon, regular 1347. Wow. Okay, the name of the brand is ZIG NES solar panels.
I'll be back.
Yeah, that's the name that's listed on this on the site. Let's find out if they got them. If Amazon has them, you know. And when I type that in, it changed it. It changed. It's not, they don't have that solar panel on Amazon. They've got other 100-watt ones. They do have it on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Get it, it won't go to it. Yeah, on Amazon,
On
it's
a-
$2.99 even for the solar panel.
Okay.
Here's the link.
Okay.
Justin asked how many watts it was. Is it 1,000
Yeah, the
watts?
Jacker is a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Jacker generator with the solar panel and everything for $6.99.
And how many watt generator is that one?
It's a 1070 watt power station, 1500 watt AC output,
Okay,
whereas that other ones are 3000 AC output.
I guess it's whatever you need to the wattage on the other end, should you lose your electric, you know?
Mm.
Yeah. I still don't know why I bought it.
Because that's a really good reason. Because
Well, when I need it, I'll say that's why.
Yes.
exactly. Yes.
Justin put in the chat a link. Joe, he said is much better deal.
Yeah, that's the one I was just reading. That's the Jackery, the one he put in.
I have a bamboo bike hooked up to a generator. All I need is a Gilligan.
I almost bought the Jackery because the Jackery was a little cheaper, but the specs on the DJI is so much better.
Brenda says,
That's what-
thank you, Joe. She couldn't find anything on Amazon that was compatible.
Yeah, that one says 299, but then it doesn't say. It says it's coming from DJI Direct, and it doesn't show where DJI sells it. You see, now all of those have zeros on the end, so I got a feeling DJI is discontinuing these things.
Mm.
But I bet you if you have the connector, I bet you any 100-watt would work with it. See, it
Is it a
says it
standard-
requires the use of a DJI power solar adapter module. So I
Okay.
bet you all of them, you just have to have the module.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a cable. I think Dre said it costs about $70 or $80, something like that.
But it's obviously some sort of proprietary cable rather than just a standard.
Yeah. It's a proprietary plug at one end of it, just not the
Mm.
end that plugs into the system.
It's
Yeah.
only $59.
Is it 60? Yeah.
Yeah,
Close
I
enough.
found it for $39.02. What are you talking about?
Hey.
That's all right.
$39. It was 2 cents. Now it's 3 cents.
Oh,
AliExpress.
no.
AliExpress?
Yeah. If you
Hopefully I
have
can get
DJI
a
written on it,
3%
you know that's
discount.
straight.
Put the link in the chat. Brenda's watching.
It's too big. It's never going in the chat. It's just go on AliExpress. Let me see. And put that in AliExpress and it'll jump up. Or do it as a search on the internet and it'll show you the different places. I wouldn't get it from AliExpress. I'd go ahead, if I was gonna buy it, I'd buy it on, they said they've got it on Amazon for $59. And that's coming direct from DJI.
Hi, Dre.
Hey, Dre.
Hey, Dre. Now, did Dre buy his bundled with panels and everything, or no? Did he
No.
have panels?
Yeah, I don't think he bought them. But see, my thing is, if it works with any other kind of panels, I'd go ahead and buy the adapter right now to make sure I had it, you know?
Well, it does, Dre. I think Dre's used, well, he's got panels for his other one,
Right.
but it has a standard connector that the panels use to plug into things. So that must be what's on that cable.
Okay.
It says it should not exceed 200 watts. Each solar panel should not exceed 200 watts. It's capped at 400.
Justin's here.
Hey, Justin.
I already had solar panels. That's why I didn't buy any more. I already have a set I bought from my Blue Eddy.
Are they 100-watt solar panels or?
I believe they are for my Blue Eddy. They're 100-watt solar panels. So all I
How
had to
does
do, which I already done, is I ordered the adapter piece for the DJI power bank.
So it should work with any 100 watts, right?
Yeah, well, I know, like I say, DJI doesn't make their own panels, and they put up a disclaimer about being careful about what panels you buy. So that just,
Right.
They just trying to make sure if you go out and buy something, they're not going to be held responsible if you get screwed up.
Well, how do the panels plug into the adapter? Is there a special plug or USB?
Yeah, well, I know for the DJI one, there's a special adapter that sits that bolts onto the side of the power bank.
Right.
They
Yeah, I
have,
see that.
couple slots for you to plug them into. Now on my Blue Eddy, it plugs right into the front where the rest of the plugs are at.
Yeah, here it is right here. But what kind of
Yeah.
plugs are those? Does it say?
They don't show the plugs because they're all closed up.
It's
But I guess it's a standard.
That's a solar panel adapter. Okay.
Yes.
What do the solar panels have on the end?
something like an S60, I think it is,
Well,
isn't it?
what you need to do, Joe, click on the bottom box that show you a little movie. I'm sure they'll show you how it works.
Maybe.
What I was saying though, what they're charging you for those modules and those 3 panels, that is not worth another, like that $1,900 package. That's
Yeah, that's a
insane.
ridiculous price.
Yeah,
Because
that
you could get
adapter
3
by
solar
itself is
panels
only,
for-
I think it's only what is it,
Well, in that
26
picture,
bucks
in
or
that
something like
picture
that.
you just showed, Joe, it showed 2 of those adapters mounted to the side.
Right.
Yeah, you
the-
can put,
the-
you can put up to 2 of them.
So the
Mhm.
expensive package that they have on that is $1,900. You get 2 modules and 3 solar panels. But
Uh,
those
gonna show
modules
you
and
what
those 3
plugs in.
solar panels ain't worth an extra,
AL.
what,
Ow.
$1,400? That's crazy. You could buy that shit separate for cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because even if I bought the panels that they sell and this, it would be $340.
Yeah, because if
So
you
it's
look
still
at this
save
one
money.
here, like this. So
Yeah.
literally you're getting 2 modules and 3 panels for what? An extra,
$1,500.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not worth $1,500, all that stuff. You buy the modules and then just buy panels separately.
Yeah.
Cause there's tons of panels, 100-watt panels on Amazon for 50, 60 bucks a piece. I mean, it could take up what, I think 500? I think somebody said that yesterday. It could take up to 500 watts.
So did you actually order the DJI power bank, Joe? Or are you still on the fence?
No, I ordered it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had an argument with them over the $40 coupon they wouldn't give me back.
Oh,
I
that's so
think-
they'll give you a T-shirt and trade.
No, I wound
No.
up getting a $100 bag for free.
Yeah,
Now
I
this-
looked at those bags today. I got it in my cart. I think I might get one probably next pay
Hmm.
period or whatever.
Now this
Yeah, they
I
said
thought
they-
was a reasonable
They gave me
deal.
one of those instead of giving me the coupon.
Mm-hmm.
So it
That's
cost
not-
me $40 more than I was paying. It was $419, went to 445 actually.
With tax and stuff.
Something like that. A little bit,
Yeah,
about 458 with tax.
yeah,
But I got for the $40, I got the $99 bag.
yeah. As I say, you get a might call it $100 bag,
So
which is it's a weatherproof bag, so it's a nice.
Yeah, I
little
gave
bag.
up when that happened. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you got to retreat.
We don't retreat. We just retrograde.
That's right. Well, you just retreat and regroup.
Yep, retrograde.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that Jackery was just a better deal because you're getting 200-watt panels and the specs are a little lower, but for the price it wasn't bad. $699.
And Brian,
That seems more reasonable to me with the
Brian?
price of panels and stuff.
Now, did they give a list of names of ones to use on the site?
Yeah, Brian said he got the $40 off and the free bag.
Who did
Well,
that?
now I'm gonna cancel it now.
Brian,
Yeah, he's gonna cancel it.
Waypoint,
Okay.
New England.
I got
I'm
the
done
$40
now.
off and the free bag. Yeah, okay. And somebody buttering you up.
That means we're probably not getting them. That's what it means.
Mhm.
We'll probably be waiting for months. They'll come in time for hurricane season.
Well, Mr. Doss, how you doing, partner?
Okay, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Really.
Hey, Justin, which is a better deal, the cotton bag or an asbestos bag?
I don't know.
Asbestos. Asbestos is better because you get two more. Tumor.
Yeah, I got what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I got it.
like
I
I
was
say,
just trying to ignore it.
You can file your claim now or file it later.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I apologize. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
read the disclaimer.
Disclaimer
Yeah.
up on top.
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been a good joke if it actually gave you a tumor. It just gives you emphysema.
Yeah.
Or mesothelioma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
get
That's it.
asbestos-related
Mesothelioma. Like I said,
tumors.
you can file your claim now or file it later.
You
My
can get
dad
your
has to get that
asbestos-related tumors.
Brenda said that she was just concerned. She was asking about, she wanted to find compatible solar panels for her husband wanted to know.
I guess we got to find out what
Be
the.
all right.
I mean, the power it generates is not going to be an issue. It's just a matter of the plugs. As long as the plugs
Hmm.
match up. You're
I'm
good.
gonna assume, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna assume that all these manufacturers are probably using the same plug
Yeah.
as far
That's
as
what
what
I'm
goes
thinking.
into panels.
Mm.
It's the DJI one's probably proprietary on the side that goes into the power bank, but on the other
Yeah.
side,
Right.
it
They're
goes
using
into
the
solar
same,
panels, probably universal.
yeah, they're using the same SDC plug into the power bank itself, but the plug for the panels to plug into may be a universal plug.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking is they're probably all these manufacturers, I'm assuming, are using the same plugs.
Yeah.
If not, there's probably some kind of,
Workaround adapter.
universal kit out there that has all the plugs that you can get in a little pack or something.
The only thing I saw,
Now they say
it said that it can't be more than 400 watts.
$405.53 with tax and $20 back using my Amazon credit card.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm canceling.
We really, I might say, if you open up an Amazon business account, you'll get a $50 discount.
Well, if I open up an Amazon business account, they'll give me $125 credit automatic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
He's gonna get his damn fucking account closed because he keeps buying and canceling, buying and canceling.
That's what I'm saying.
I got enough business accounts.
Oh, dude, this homemade chili is awesome.
Mhm.
Chili day.
Yeah, PayPal's been after me for months to try to open a business account on my PayPal.
Mm.
And I just clicked no. The other day, I was looking at something I was getting ready to buy for $52. And I went to buy it and they said, if you open it up, we'll give you a $50 credit.
Mm.
So I said, shit, open it up and got my $50 credit. I paid $10
Yes.
for it and I never use it.
Yeah.
So I put the card in the safe. Never
Mhm.
use it after that.
I got
Don't
it.
they,
I got it quick. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Justin.
Oh, I was
No,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
don't they close accounts if you don't use them after so long though?
Some
Credit
cards
cards?
do. If you have like
Some do.
yeah, some will do that to you. You have like we call it a non-active period of time.
Yeah.
Stay away from credit cards.
And what you do is you take the card and you use it about every 2 or 3 months and then pay it off.
I feel like if I have the money to buy something, I can just buy it.
Yep.
I don't want to get in a point where I'm running up debt that I don't have.
Well, PayPal's got that good deal where you can make those 3 or 4 payments.
Yeah.
That's
PayPal
always
in
the killer
four,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah, pay it off in 4 payments.
Yeah, anything over £30.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing I can justify getting a loan on anymore is if it's like a car or a house, but
Mhm.
That's how I bought my Mini 3 Pro originally, using the Pay in 3.
Yeah.
And whenever I buy something like that, I go to either Crutchfield because I've got the Sony credit card, and then I've got the Best Buy and the B&H. And if I'm buying something like that, they give you 12 months same as cash.
Yeah.
That's the only time I use them.
why don't you just buy it straight out?
I'd rather pay off. If I put like this, I'd rather keep my 1,200 in the bank and pay them a little bit each month and not pay any interest.
Yeah. I can understand that.
There it is, finally.
I allocate it, know what I've got to spend.
I know I've had a couple credit cards, but I try to stay away from them.
Oh yeah. I agree whenever possible.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I stay away from it unless it's the same as cash.
I kind of live by that policy. If I got the money to buy it outright, I'll buy it. If not, then oh well, I'll save up or whatever.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing a couple of new Pope speakers in my office here. Not that I need them. These ones I got sound great.
Yeah.
I just want something new.
Now, like I can understand, like I said, I can understand somebody financing something big, like getting a loan on something big, because it's essentially the same thing a credit card does. Like how you did on that drone, because that was fucking what, 16 grand. That was a lot of money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
Like
know,
I said,
or a car loan or a house.
that
mortgage.
that might as well be a car loan.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And the amount of money I pay them each month, that is a car note, dude.
Ironically, the last 4 automobiles I bought I paid cash for.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a car note.
Yeah, me too. I've only bought one car on finance.
Yeah, it's a lot easier that way too, because then you don't have to have the collision insurance and all that other crap. You just get what you need to get. Make sure you
Well-
get zero comprehensive though, because that'll cover most of the stuff you need.
We have to get that anyway.
Because if somebody hits me, the chances are it's going to be uninsured motorists. You know, they're going to have it anyway. It's going to cover it. And if I flood out here, the zero comp means I'll get the thing replaced, and it doesn't cost me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just the hassle of it. I get Blue Book, high Blue Book.
I got a notification from Amazon a few hours ago saying that the Environment Agency had put Droylsden under a flood warning, which is good.
Mm.
We're like 300 feet above sea level. The nearest river is about 100 feet down.
Mhm.
The only thing we've got water that's level with Droylsden's the canal. I don't
You guys
think
have it.
we've never been flooded ever.
Oh, so when it happens, you won't be able to say that again, right?
Yeah.
That's one of our inspector jokes. I say, okay, when it happens, you can't say that no more. But that building never falls. Collapse. No, you can't
I
say
did.
that now. Mhm.
Yeah, my old boss, when he bought his house, he said something about the insurance company forced him to get flood insurance, even though the area never flooded, but because it flooded once like 100 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, if you live in a
Yeah.
100-year floodplain, you have to get flood insurance. I know here in California, I know they'll make you get it.
Oh, they
It's,
did here. He was telling me about it.
Yeah.
Right. He was all pissed off too. He was like, "Man, I got to pay all this extra money."
The only time you get flooded here, water bursts.
Well, see, a lot of times people just associate flooded in and just with water. But when you get a mudslide, that
Yeah.
covers under flood.
Nah, I ain't got anything higher than me either.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
mudslides even worse than a damn flooding.
Yep.
At least you
And
can get up on top of the house.
Yeah. And that's what
Mudslides
gets
just
a lot of
take the
people
whole
here in
house.
California is the mudslide and
Yeah.
stuff. And they don't have no coverage. Guess what? The insurance company gonna give you that one little clause. Acts of God are not covered.
And that's the
Mm.
thing is like, if a mudslide takes out half a neighborhood and literally puts it under 100 feet of mud, you're most likely probably never going to have half those bodies recovered either. I can't sit there and dig through all that shit.
Yeah, they'll dig it
That's-
out. They'll recover body, but the property is like just wasted. We have an area in here in San Bernardino that was a mudslide way back in in the early 70s, and till this day they put in the flood control area they put a lot of big giant boulders and all that kind of stuff to stop any future mudslides coming down from the mountains. But that area where those houses sit is almost like a park area now. It's just a closed off street, green grass. That's it. Never to be rebuilt on again.
Yeah, there was a
Mm.
couple of people here in Florida that their houses fell into a sinkhole and they never recovered them. So I think they turned them into like little memorial parks or something.
Yeah. Which is gonna pretty much happen to those peoples in Pacific Palisades out here that I don't know if you guys have caught the news every once in a while how their houses are falling and stuff like that, and they shut off all the utilities already on them
Mhm.
because the ground keeps dropping and raising and everything else. And a lot of them folks, those are houses that have been handed down from generation to generation. And like I said, they're paid for, so a lot of these folks didn't have full insurance.
Joe, wasn't it Louisiana, the one where that company drilled through the fucking lake into the salt mine?
Yeah.
They drained the whole damn
Yeah.
lake.
Yeah. As soon as I hit the salt mine, the whole lake went into it.
Mm.
Yeah. Imagine going to bed and
It's-
waking up
it's-
next morning, the whole fucking lake's just gone.
It's going, still going.
Now, what happened to the mine? Did the mine, they had to close it?
Everything. It's screwed
They
it all
went
up.
from like over 100 years ago, there was like hundreds of miles, they said, worth of mines down there.
Oh, okay.
It was like a big network of mines, but they were really old. I don't think they used them anymore.
And I don't think they were using them, but they screwed it up when they hit it.
Mhm.
It wasn't that long ago it happened.
Yeah, because some company was drilling in the middle of the lake for something or another. And they didn't realize that mine shaft was down there and they drilled right through it. As soon as they did, just a big whirlpool. Lake was
Wow.
gone within a couple days.
Mhm.
It sucked to be them.
Hmm.
You guys had a big sinkhole there too that took a whole lake and stuff too, didn't you?
Yeah, they got another one. Yep.
Yeah, there was videos of all those trees going down in it. It
Yep.
was sucking like 40, 50 trees at a time.
Yeah, that's in the Acadiana area. It's not around here. Yeah, I tell you what, it would piss everybody off if they did that in the Chavalaya Basin. That's where we get most of the crawfish from.
That was like when we had that whole town here in Florida. Town wasn't even that old. Pretty much brand new houses, and all of a sudden they found out there was all these sinkholes under this
Uh,
town, and like a bunch of houses got swallowed up.
They had someplace, I think it was up in Indiana, Illinois, or something like that. A soccer field. Nobody was playing. It had a big sinkhole right in the middle. Took most of the soccer field up.
Yeah, it happened in front of our Publix grocery store 5 or 6 years ago. Swallowed up half their parking lot. Luckily, it was in the middle of the night. Nobody was there, so there was no cars in the parking lot.
You know, that's really a portal. That's where aliens come in and out of, but they can't let you know.
Yeah, that's what I reckon it is.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, if it would have been in the middle of the day, that would have been a bad thing.
Yep.
Because that parking lot stays packed. They probably would have lost 20 or 30 cars in there. But it took them forever to fill it in. It took them like it was about 6 or 8 months for them to get it all filled in, packed down, and then repaved back over. They had to bring in a lot of dirt.
I was talking to one of the officers last night, and we were talking about that pistol I bought. And I told him, yeah, I had the sight on. I showed him the thing with the sight, and I said, I sent it back. I said, because I think I'm gonna get the Holliston sight. It's a better sight with a solar power on it. And he says, well, your son's a cop. Have him call up and order it. He's gonna get a discount. I said, sure, really? He said, yeah, it's like half price.
Oh.
I called him up this morning. I said, Monday morning, make a phone call. It's like instead of paying 300, I'll pay 150, and it's the same price as the one I had, and it's a lot better.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got a store in town that you have to be you have to be like an EMT, a firefighter, a cop, or a like a security guard with a license in order to shop
Yeah.
in there. They don't just sell to anybody. You have to have like a specific job to be able to go in that store. They sell like all kinds of.
GovX.com.
Do what?
GovX.com.
It's like a tactical store. It has like all the gun belts and EMT stuff and firefighter
Yeah,
stuff.
we used to
like-
have one here. That was like that.
What was the name of that magazine back in the day? My dad used to get it all the time. It was a big thick
Guns and
magazine.
ammo.
No, it was ones for first responders. They used to. It started with the G.
Galls, GALLS.
Galls. Yeah, they sold
Oh,
all the
yeah,
police
alright.
and firefighter and all that stuff in it. 'Cause you had to like be that in order to order from them. They didn't just sell to anybody.
You had to show them your license number.
Well, I think you even had to have like a, yeah, just in order to even sign up for the magazine, you had to have like special information.
No, I don't remember that much.
But my
I
dad
remember,
used to
I
get
remember
them
when
all
I
the time.
signed up, I had to tell them I was EMS and had to put my registry number down and everything. Might have been.
My dad used to get the magazines all the time. They were like the big thick Sears catalog.
Yeah, I had $125 back in the day now, $125 beautiful EMS raincoat. It had that blue color, it had all the trim on it so that I'd be seen with light. Had EMS on the back, had everything on it, right? Working an accident, left it on the street.
Mm.
Left it right there next to the car.
Wow.
Didn't even realize it. I was too
What did I
worried about
miss?
the girl I was working on.
What I missed, Joe? I went out with a leaf blower and blew my driveway down into the street.
The whole
Yeah.
driveway?
Yeah.
A lot of
It's
concrete.
gonna cost money.
Well, yeah, I got
That's a
concrete
powerful leaf
driveway,
blower.
but I blew them out into the street because the cars go by, chew them all up and suck them all over the place. So they're gone.
Everybody else along gets them.
Yep.
You're not supposed to blow your leaves out into the street because it's dangerous for motorcycle riders.
No, it's
I don't
actually
ride a motorcycle, so what do I care?
Grass trimmings too, they tell you not to do that. Around here, it's like if people see you blowing your shit out in the yard, yeah, it's like a stigma. Ugh. They'll get all pissed off.
Can't
And
hear
yet-
you, Justin.
And yet,
you're
in New
buying-
York, it's okay for police horses to shit on the street.
Not where I live at.
I said in New York.
Oh, I was gonna say here you blow. Well, there ain't no fucking
okay
lawns
over
in New
here as
York.
Well, it's a bylaw.
Well, New York City, there's not.
They have horse.
Yeah, Randy says that now's the time if you really want one, $379 and you get a free case with it.
Who the hell's on commission with this?
I'm canceling mine.
Oh, no.
that's-
Joe's gonna cancel it.
Yeah, because they get the free case plus the $40. They wouldn't give me the $40 back.
Oh, they wouldn't give it to you?
Oh, I mean, I fought with 4 or 5 people.
Oh,
They said
wow.
it was a DJI coupon. And I said, I did not use it. I canceled it. They said, but you clipped it. That's all you had to do. I said, well, I didn't use it, so put it back, you know?
You're gonna go through all that hassle for like $50.
What you should have
Yeah, I
said
was
is,
trying.
well, if I flipped it, use that coupon on the what's
I
it.
told them that. I said, okay, I didn't
Yeah.
use it. But I clipped it. They said, no, you use it on the other order. I said, I canceled the other order.
Yeah.
You know, it was who's on first, you know?
Wait, can you go to your previous? Is there a list for cancellation orders? I
No,
wonder if you can go
it's
back
gone.
in and redo it.
They hit it. They took it off completely. Cause I was going back to redo it. And it was
Well,
gone.
another solution. Just make yourself up another account.
You got yourself on the DJI naughty list, Joe.
There
No, I
you
got myself
go.
on Amazon naughty list.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go,
different account.
Joe.
Use one of your other email addresses.
Yeah, just do a different account, add your credit card to it, boom, do it, and then just turn
No, I already
after you
ordered
get
it.
it.
The hell with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cancel it.
He's gonna cancel it and he's gonna go back to DJI's site tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking like $500. You gotta pay for the case separately.
I'll buy the jackery one.
I got Thanksgiving in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go, guys.
Okay, hey,
That
have
That
a
was
good
good
dinner.
seeing you, Don.
What do you think there is turkey and dressing, do you think?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
okay.
Thursday already?
It might
Did you
it
tie
might be
turkey?
Gopher.
No, he's
I was gonna say he's a
going
week
to his
early.
he's going to his lodge. They're having a Thanksgiving.
The
dinner.
lodge is doing their Thanksgiving thing
Ah,
this weekend.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it next weekend because everybody's gonna be off with family.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving's the most traveled holiday, I think, of the year, isn't it?
not for
Most
me.
people travel.
You
Well, no, I know,
enjoy,
but
you enjoy Don and eat all you want. Okay,
Okay, I'll say I got permission.
there you go.
Yeah.
make sure you bring a plate home.
Paul said I could have seconds, so shut up.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm.
Have you got
And-
Paul's number just in case?
And a doggy bag. Doggy bags don't have to be just for doggies.
Yeah, Russell, I have a great big huge generator that I have to take out. It's gas powered. And I plug it in. I got it all set up, plug it in, and it goes right into my box and everything. So
Yeah, you got one of those ones that's like the big welder generators.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got a handle on it where you tilt it back and it's on wheels but it's heavier than hell.
How long does it last, Paul? The fuel.
As long as you keep putting gas in it.
How
Mm.
long?
Got a 5-gallon tank and I always keep extra gas around, and if I have to, I've got a pump that I can put into my truck and take some gas out of there.
Mhm.
But usually out of tank, it'll run for 5 or 6 hours.
Will it run your whole house?
Yeah. My house plus the upstairs.
Yeah, Sarah's
Oh,
grandpa, when we were in
wow.
North Carolina, he had a big one that was on a trailer, but it
Well,
was
if
a
I had
welder.
if I had
and
the
it was
money,
also
I'd
a
get
generator.
a Generac.
Yeah, me too. If I had the money, I'd get a Generac and hook it right to the panel outside.
Yeah.
Do like we do the pump stations in the city. As soon as they get
Uh,
loss of power, that Generac kicks right in.
Do you
Natural
have
gas.
battery? Do you have a battery backup for your solar panels, Dre?
No, I had my solar panels over a decade before that battery stuff came into play.
Well, my friend when I was younger,
Mhm.
when I was a teenager, my friend's house that I used to go to, his dad had solar panels back then, but he had he had a whole bunch of like car batteries in a garage,
Oh.
in like a special shed.
Yeah,
They
he
were
hooked it
all-
up himself, huh?
Yeah, there was like 30 or 40 car batteries in there that were all hooked together.
Yeah, it's not gonna work here. But now they got those built into the inverters. They have the like the Tesla ones. The inverter itself is a battery pack that'll last you several hours. I mean, I could upgrade, but I'll have to pay for the new inverters.
Do you get money for the solar panel?
I haven't got to that level yet. So when I get rid of these girls, I'm pretty sure we will.
Well, because I was under the understanding, and I could be wrong, but I thought in California they don't pay you for solar power into the grid.
They do. Yeah,
Okay.
I sell back into the grid. That's why they give you different times of
Yeah.
the day. They try to trick you and we want you to go into this program. I'm like, no, dude, I know what time the sun is up and when it goes down. You know, like my mom and dad, they get credits all the time.
Trying to
stuff
pay you for that
because-
moonlight solar.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents get credits all the time on their bill because it's just them two in the house. You know, and like I said, they don't use up a lot of electricity, but they need to get something to. I don't know what it is, Paul, with old people, but my parents are always cold, so they run the gas, heat the house, even in the middle of summer.
Jesus.
It just you know.
Painful.
It's painful in a way. Guys, like you walk over that house, man, you like, man, I need to take off my shirt, my sweater, everything. It's hot in here. They'd be like, oh, it feels good to us.
It's not been as. It only cost me £2.60 in gas today. Cost me £6.50 yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when Sarah's grandma was living in her little apartment, man, we'd go over there to visit her, and she'd have the damn thermostat set at 80
Yeah.
in the middle of summer
Mhm.
for the air conditioning. And I'm like, we'd walk in there, we'd just be sweating.
Yep.
Like,
And like I say,
Jesus.
I have to, tell my dad, hey, you got central air put on this house, back in I think he had it installed back in the 90s, late 80s, where I said, use it. That's what you got it for. We had the old swamp cooler when I grew up. They finally got central air and stuff put in. I'm like, use it. I said, especially now you got these solar panels on here, use it.
So get your money's worth out of them, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, my dad is like, he can squeeze $1 out of a dime, man.
That looks like, is that a pretty good sized generator, 10
Oh
kilowatts?
yeah, oh yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
only $3,900, never been used, it's brand new, plus it comes with the house converter and everything.
Yeah, the inverter, converter, whatever they call it. How much
That
you
sounds
selling
like
it
a
for?
pretty good price, $3,900.
Yeah, that's about right. About 39, $4 grand. Used, I think brand
Cost
new
you
is
that
about
much to get
5
it hooked
grand.
up.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely gotta have somebody know what they're doing and hook it up.
It costs you at least that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Sarah's grandma moved in with us, she was living with us the last 2 years she was alive. We were taking care of her. And she would try that shit, try turning the thermostat up. I'll settle at 70. It ain't going any higher than that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Better put on a sweatshirt and put on a blanket.
Yeah, mine's set at 16, but when Kate comes around, she bumps it up to 21.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
So since Justin moved out, I've got an extra monitor. I don't wash I don't use the dishwasher anymore because he's not here. I don't need it.
Mhm.
And the way I wash clothes, when I need to wash clothes, I got a lot of stupid clothes.
Yeah,
And
like that
I'm
shirt you
saving
got on?
about $60, $70 a month.
Have you noticed?
My bill hasn't broke $100 since he left. Been
Yeah.
150, 180 when he was
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Like I said, so we get rid of these 2 girls. That's two bedrooms. I ain't got to worry about putting no heat in it, no electricity. TVs won't be used as night lights, all that kind of good stuff.
Do you know what your biggest saving will be, Dre? Toilet roll.
Yeah, that too. That
You
too.
really, really, really want to save electricity, just look into your next door neighbors.
Yeah. I could probably get away with it because they got a pool. They probably won't even notice the difference.
Uh,
The people with pools got to pay for that heat pump. Keep them
That's
pools
probably a
heated.
pretty good buy there too, $3,200.
Yeah.
Only 20 kilowatts.
But like Joe said, it's
It's
one thing
120
buying one.
volt.
It's a whole nother thing and getting and having somebody
I
put
need
it
a
in.
second
Yeah,
one to
it's,
get to 40 volts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no good for us, that.
Yeah. I need 2 of them.
I would definitely like to have a Generac set up.
what would you run it off of though? Like propane or?
Propane is the most economical thing to run them off of.
Yeah, it probably uses about the same amount of fuel. The fuel's just cheaper.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because isn't
That's a-
California trying to get rid of natural gas? Aren't they doing that shit?
No, because you got a lot of folks who live out in the hills and stuff. They're all on propane. High deserts, low desert people who all
No,
run
not
off
propane, natural gas. So I thought you guys were like,
Everything is
fire-
off natural gas in
No, when
California.
they're talking about natural gas, they just mean politicians.
Yeah.
no, but what I'm saying is I thought like, wasn't California discussing that like a year or so ago about how they wanted to get rid of natural gas?
No, I think they're worried
Hold on.
about some of these larger pump facilities. Like I know you guys, you probably might have heard of it. Just there's a place called Liso Canyon, which is on the North LA County area, where they were leaking gas near a nice home development, and people were getting sick for the amount
Oh
of
no, I
leakage.
didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah. It's a big lawsuit. It's been going on for the last 5-6 years now. And they had to use thermal cameras. You can with a thermal camera, you can see the gas just leaking out of the pump area over where the houses are at. and people are getting bloody noses and headaches and all kind of crazy stuff.
Uh,
It ain't good.
No, it's not good. It's not good at all.
not to mention it would have smelt like fucking rotten eggs the whole time.
Well, I can say they put the egg is not, the smell is not natural. It's the smell is put in so you would know you have a leak.
It does
Well, I
not
know
have
that.
It
any
does not have an odor.
no.
So it was before they add the additive
Right?
to it?
Yes, it was raw.
Oh,
It was
because
raw.
I got like at all our gate stations here, there's a propane looking tank
Mhm.
that's the additive, and it slowly adds a little bit at a time
Right.
through the
Yeah, we
lines.
use my captain.
I'm sure they'd have noticed the gas leak once somebody lit a fag and they'd all cigarette,
Yeah.
and they'd all lost their eyebrows.
Yeah. So, yeah, that, and just like out here in California, with the what's call it areas, the trash dumps. We keep building houses in these, in these neighborhoods, in these areas, and now the people are complaining of the odors of these dumps. I said,
Landfill.
yeah, landfill. Thank you. That's where I look for landfill. And I keep trying to tell, I say, this is something you got to do research when you out buying homes, is where stuff like this is at. Are you going to be next to a oil field, landfill, and other industrial areas? Just like I had my house here, we had a dog food processing plant, and they would do their purge about 2, 3 in the morning. And I remember when I worked in Long Beach, I would leave around 3 in the morning, and it smelled like fried eggs. But it was like an overbearing fried egg smell and
Mhm.
stuff. And I was
Always be worried if you see steel lamp columns with no lamps on the top, because they're the methane vents
Mhm.
that take
Yeah.
the methane up to a height before releasing it.
Yeah, but like I said, where I bought my house brand new, they had to build it. We bought the house before it was even built. But like I said, that dog food processing plant have been here 10, 15 years before they even built the housing. So that's why I tell people, you can't get upset at these facilities that were built way away from everything decades ago, and now you're complaining because you feel like now they're intruding on your air, clean air, and everything. And I said, well, they moved out here decades ago, isolated from everybody else. Now they're building all these homes in areas and all this kind of stuff, and now you guys want to complain.
Well, there's been disasters too where they've actually built shit on top of old landfills and it caused
Yeah.
problems. Like remember that I don't remember what state it was in, but there was that shopping complex that a developer bought the land and built a shopping complex on it. There was a Walmart, like a Target, and a bunch of big name stores. And they started having like all this green shit and stuff started seeping up through the floors. Like it was, and then the building started shifting. And I watched a guy do a walk around just a few weeks ago on YouTube.
That's all them. That's all them added ingredients to the American food, isn't it?
Yeah, all the E additives.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like all this toxic shit was coming up. It was nasty though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's always got to be a balancing act between where we're taking care of our waste, byproducts of our waste, where we're drilling for our natural resources, and we just got to come to the point that we just can't continue to expand outwardly, and that's part of the problem. Everybody wants to move out and have 2 or 3 acre lot homes and all this kind of stuff. You feel like, oh, I live out here on my big ranch property and blah, 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 and everything. I'm like, hey.
Oh, you're
You
starting
mean
to
you're
see.
going to go like the UK, where they have the town centres that used to be just shops and nightclubs and stuff. And then there's flats in there, and people start complaining that the nightclubs are playing loud music and there's drunks coming out the pubs, and people
Right.
just there doing the shopping.
Yeah, and then you got other people who live up there against the LA, the Los Angeles National Forest, up in north end of Pasadena, Altadena, Monrovia stuff, and they complain about the bears getting in the trash can. I'm like, hey, the bears were here a long time ago.
Yeah.
You're the one intruding on their area.
Say that about foxes here. Everyone loves to complain about foxes. The foxes were here long before we were.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's,
You know,
That's
because
like
I don't see no bears roaming around Skid Row.
Mm.
you're starting to see that here now too, like out in where people live in more rural areas now. Now you're starting to see all the land around them being bought up, and you'll see one house with a big piece of property, and then there's a
Mhm.
housing complex completely surrounded it.
Yep. Yep.
You're starting to see that, yeah. I was just like that guy, I think it was here in Florida, the one that owned his house, and he had just the one lot, and there was nothing ever built there. He had been there for like 20 years, and all of a sudden this big housing development came in, bought all the property around him, built the neighborhood around his house, and then the HOA wanted to try to say that he was part of the HOA.
Oh
And he was
wow.
like, "Oh no," he goes, "I was here before you guys."
Yeah.
So he would do all kinds of stupid shit in his front yard just to piss them off because they couldn't do anything.
Mhm.
Because
That's what I
technically
do.
he didn't fall under their rules because he was there way before them, like 15 or 20 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And Lisa,
But his
Yeah.
house ended up at the end of a cul-de-sac that they had built this whole housing complex around his house.
Yeah, we had a couple of guys down here in the area, you know, developers bought the land, they put in
Okay.
some industrial size warehouses there. And the guy they offered the guy up to $3 million for his 2-acre lot. You know, so it'd be a uniform look. And he kept thinking that I don't know who his lawyer was or whatever, they're trying to squeeze him for 10 million. The company says, screw you, we'll just build around you and stuff. It's a little raggedy place, man. He's out there raising wild chickens and about half a dozen chihuahuas and stuff. And so now I tell him, now your house ain't worth nothing. You
LA
got warehouse,
Cheeto, thanks for stopping by.
you got warehouses on both sides of your property. Railroad comes through on the backside. Your property is worthless pretty much now.
I mean, $1.5 million an acre, that's fucking good money.
No kidding. And he was trying to get 10 million. They offered him 3.
I mean,
Awesome.
if you wanted to counter, I could see maybe saying, well, maybe 4,
Yeah,
4.5 tops.
They had some, and that's the same problem.
but-
He was trying to blame the lawyer because the lawyer was trying to get a big cut, I guess, and everything. But like I said, it
going
shows some
from-
people trying to get greedy.
Yeah, going from 3 to 10 is crazy. Like I said, maybe
Yeah.
4.5 tops, and then let them talk you down just a little bit
Mhm.
more. You probably
Yeah.
could have had a good negotiation there and got a little bit more
Right.
money, but
And he was
Maybe you
complaining.
went for 10, hoping they'd knock him down, and you went back on.
I remember going to a meeting when he was there with his son and the developers were there and we were there. And he was talking about, well, you know, if we can't get the money, then we're going to complain about every little thing. I said, I dare you to complain. I said, because when the concrete work starts about 4 a.m. in the morning. And they're going to have trucks lined up. They're pouring this foundation and in place casting and everything else. And I say, the police ain't going to come. He said, what do you mean? Because I'm going to tell them we got construction work going on and it starts at 3, 4 in the morning. So don't bother coming out here about noise complaints.
well, that was like
Yeah.
this family that owned this house down on Cypress Gardens, our main highway through our city. And they had like 3 or 4 acres because there was nothing there. And then they had an old rundown house that was just caving in on itself. And they had set up their little fruit stand in front of it. They would work at it every day. They got like a couple $1 million for that property. Now there's a big, huge apartment complex on it.
Yep.
They got a pretty good deal. I mean,
Yeah.
they
like
probably paid nothing for it back in the day.
Yeah, one of the jobs I have over in Ontario, California, used to be a little small family farm. They sold strawberries and stuff like that. And I happened to talk to the guy before, he moved out of it. And he said, yeah, he said, this farm goes back about 3 or 4 generations, my family. And he was just talking about in a way, he didn't want to sell it, but he said, in the long run, it's the best thing to do for my family. I said, dude, he's talking about this, just the legacy of having a business in the family. I said, dude, I told him about the best. I said, go open up a UPS store. I said, if the pandemic didn't show us nothing else, it shows that shopping online, delivery services are always going to be on the up, this booming and stuff. I said, go get your UPS store, FedEx, whatever. If you're real smart, you'll handle both. everything. And you still have, you can bring all the grandkids or whatever, come work for you and learn the business, and you still got a business to pass down to them.
The problem is you're going to find, like over here, shopping online is going to die off because people are getting fed up with the bad customer service, the delivery company's not delivering, or something
Not
going
here.
wrong and having to complain. And
Not
same with
here.
Amazon.
Not here.
If you buy something from Amazon, instead of them just replacing it, they want to refund you first, and then you got to wait 5 days to get your money back and then reorder it and whatever else.
Yeah.
People are
Here, it's just the opposite here, David. Here we got more stores, brick and mortar stores shutting down, and these companies going straight to this online.
Yeah, we got the online stores. Like I said, the supermarkets are seeing a resurgence in people going to the supermarkets because,
Well,
because people are getting the stupid things. You know, you do a Tesco shop and they'll go, there was no bananas, so we swapped it out for a bottle of bleach.
yeah, well, that's,
You know what
I
I
don't know,
mean? People are
I don't
just
know
fed up
about
with
all
it.
those issues, but yeah, I'm sure things like that happen here and there. But as far as
Yeah.
people going out, like I said, this in my town alone, over the last since the pandemic started, we have closed down a whole mall. We have closed down a Sears in another mall. We have closed down one of the 2 Targets we had in our city. What else we lost? I think there's another big chain that closed up. All these things are
99
shutting
cent
down.
only
Brick and
did.
yeah, well, yeah, we going through that phase. And a lot of 99 cents only stores opened up and have closed down. We got one of the big warehouses here. We got one of the Dollar Tree warehouses not far from my house.
Well,
And
to
so-
show how things are changing,
Yeah,
over here, the Tesco store that we had was the first Tesco's Extra, and it
Mhm.
lost its position as the world's biggest supermarket
yeah.
about 10 years ago, and it's just gained its status as European's biggest supermarket back because
Mhm.
they had to expand the store.
Yeah, the other thing about supermarkets and online shopping at them is the person that goes around those shelves picking what you've ordered isn't bothered about looking for sell-by dates to see which ones have got the longest time
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Well,
I
one
agree.
of my
You go in
friends
the
on
shop, you
Facebook.
can pick what you want.
Mhm.
Well, one of my friends on Facebook, she didn't read the thing. She thought she was buying a bunch of bananas, and it said one, but it said one banana.
One banana.
Because she
No,
put
if you
positive one.
If you look at like Walmart's online grocery growth, it's growing by like I think like 3 or 4% every quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you look at the investments they're making into that online, both our stores just added another 10 or 15 freaking parking spaces for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
Here in
things
America,
I've
people
noticed
are always
about
looking for
bananas is-
shortcuts not to have to do stuff they don't want to do. Like say, going to the grocery store to a lot of people is an inconvenience. They don't want to be
Mhm.
bothered going in a grocery
Yeah.
store because now you go to a grocery store, it's a bunch of self-checkout stuff that people really don't like. They don't staff the regular checkout lines and stuff. So people feel like that's an inconvenience. So let me go online, order what I want, have it delivered to the house. I ain't gotta go with the hassle.
I used to get compliments from a lot of moms when they would come to the online grocery when we first started it because they loved it because they didn't have to take the kids in the damn store.
Yep.
They would used to say that all the time. They would say, "Man, I love this. I could just pull up, you toss the shit in my trunk, and I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Go straight
Yep.
home. They don't have to drag the kids through the store
Yeah,
with them."
cash and carry
Oh, we don't even do that. You don't go
to the
and pick
booth.
up the order you make. They deliver it.
You can do
Yeah,
click and
quick,
collect.
quick and
do either
collect.
one.
I like the idea. You
But
just
you can
drive,
save.
they knock on the window and you get your stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
but-
thing is Walmart. There's so many Walmarts there. They say there's a Walmart within like 5 miles of like 80% of the population, so they don't have to go very far.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either pay for the monthly service to have it delivered, or if you don't want to save that money, you can just spend 20 minutes drive to the store. They load it and you come back home. So
Like
it's either you can
How
do
bad's
either
your
one.
traffic if it's taking 20 minutes to go 5 miles?
My
Yeah.
Tesco's is only 350 yards away.
Well, you gotta remember, dude, for every one car you guys got over there, there's like 10 cars on the road here.
Yeah, but you got a bigger country.
Hey, you got a lot of more
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, but we also have a lot more. It's more normal to drive over here than it is for take public transportation like you guys
Yeah.
do over there.
And that's
Oh,
because
we're half and
the
half on
public
that.
transportation is because it's so fucking expensive to park in city centres.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
that problem.
Now, if you
We
go
do
to
public
places like
transport to sporting events.
New York City, dude, you can run across people that are in their 40s and 50s that have never had a driver's license
Hey, how did Michigan
because
do?
they've never owned a car because they've always used public transportation. But that's only a few cities in the country that are really that much into it. Most
San
people will have
Francisco,
vehicles.
bigger cities.
And then there's, a lot of houses. There'll be 2 people living in the house and 4 cars in the driveway.
Yeah, that's the
You
way.
know, they have more vehicles than people
Well,
living in the
that's
damn
like-
house.
Yeah, I
That's
like that.
That's like Joe. He's got what, 3 cars, doesn't he, or 4?
Oh, one.
Well, I know Don's got 3 cars or 4. If you count the dune buggy and it's registered to be on the road.
Like I said, I have to plead guilty. I got 4, one for each driver in the house.
Yeah,
I
we
had
had
2. I had 2 till it flooded that time. I lost them both.
we had
Haven't
4
bought a
cars
second one
when
since.
when I lived with my mum and dad. We had 4 cars between the 5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've seen
My mum didn't drive.
Yeah, it's not uncommon over here to see more vehicles than there are actual drivers in a house. So it is kind of common.
You
Because like,
seen
look at
the,
Donald, like
Michigan
Donald and his
Club?
wife. They only need 2 vehicles for the 2 of them, but they technically have 3. Actually, well, no, their son's Miata's always parked there. But anyway, they technically do have 3 vehicles they can drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. I live here on my own. I can't drive because they won't let me. And I've still got a car, a motorhome, and a motorbike.
No, it's not that they won't let you. You're just choosing to listen to them. You can get in the car and drive if you want. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
technically
it'd
stopping you.
Be slightly dangerous.
Yeah, and that
I mean,
criminal record.
I could do it. I could
We've
do
seen
it.
him drive on
I can-
a truck thing. Don't drive.
Like I said, he's just
No,
choosing
I
to
don't drive
comply.
off Euro trucks.
Like I said, he's just choosing to comply at the end of the day. That's all that is.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's just a question of not being able to see the people crossing the road in front of you,
Oh, that's
that,
no
David?
excuse.
or the brake lights coming on, or the traffic
No
lights
excuse.
covers.
Paul, Michigan are winning 38-6 in the
Oh
fourth
yeah, I
quarter.
know. I've got it over here on the TV.
Michigan State won last night. There's a new one that showed up. It was like, huh?
I'm just going to say Detroit don't play till 1 o'clock Monday
Tomorrow.
morning.
No, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
1 o'clock Monday morning.
But
6
you guys
Yeah,
can
we
watch
got
the Formula One tonight.
Yep,
Already showing
Vegas.
here. Yeah, in Vegas.
yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Detroit play Indianapolis Colts at 1800 hours UK time and tomorrow, and then they play Chicago Bears on Thursday at 5:30 UK time.
I know why I did that. It says 1 p.m., not 1 a.m. It was 1 p.m. Eastern time,
Yeah.
not 1 a.m. here.
Yeah. I
The
shall
Formula
be.
One should be interesting. I think George Russell took pole.
Mm.
That local boy for you.
I blame Gitchy for getting me into this.
Can't blame AI.
Yeah, I can. AI's bad.
Who comes on tonight? Uncle Bill?
Yes. He's on in just shy of 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
The Uncle
I
Bill
was
and
gonna go
Ronnie
An hour
live
and
George show.
25 minutes, basically.
Yes, I was going to go live earlier, but somebody else went live.
Oh no.
Laura?
Justin. No, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. If you would have
I
told me that,
thought,
I'd
well,
hated it.
David, I consider Laura and Justin same people.
Lauren.
Yeah, they're both a pain in the ass.
Yep.
Laura never came in the chat and said anything. Neither did you. I didn't know that.
No, because I don't go over the top of people if they're already live.
I came into your little thing last night, Justin, and you guys didn't even acknowledge me.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
all said hi to you.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'll go back because I even said a couple comments about Matt to you.
Yeah.
So what do you think,
About-
David? Was one all a good score?
No. It absolutely pelted it down. It absolutely pelted it down. And the game was absolutely awful. As you'll see in all the games today, the referees weren't playing for the conditions. They were just, when players were sliding because of the wet weather, the referees were just booking them just for the sake of it.
I think.
Yeah, Dre.
I think City forgot to actually go out onto the pitch.
Did they lose?
4-0 at
Yeah.
home
Oh, get in.
to Spurs.
Yeah, Dre.
Relegation.
Right after you said that, I said hi to you, and then I told you, I said if it's any indication on how Matt plays, you know how he flies his drone because he
Exactly.
had just died.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Pep's taking you
never
down
said
on that
anything.
new contract.
Mm.
That new contract he's just signed. And
Uh-huh.
he's taking you down with it. Something's seriously wrong there. 5 games in a row now, isn't it?
There's no way they should have lost 4-0 to Spurs.
No, when you consider
Not at
they
all.
went, was it something like 4 years on the trot without losing at home, and then suddenly they lose to Spurs 4-0.
Yeah.
Jumping up.
David,
Catch y'all later.
how's your team Blackpool
All right,
doing?
Justin.
Tomorrow in Port Huron.
I don't know about my team Blackpool. I
Yeah,
don't have a
Justin.
team called Blackpool. However,
Blackpool got beat by Bolton today.
yeah, Blackpool got beat by Bolton, and they're going down.
Hey, Dre left.
Yeah, Dre.
Where's everybody going?
Dre says goodbye.
Was it something Dominic said?
Must have been.
Joe left.
Well, Joe's probably feeding the dogs or something.
Yeah. I hope Justin realizes I didn't mind him going live. It just said I was going to go live, but he was already live, so I didn't go over the top of him. Because we share a lot of the same people, so it wouldn't be fair, would it? Oh, I've built Laura's new shoe unit. But I have to go back to the start. It's not big enough.
Yeah, she's having a hard time getting around.
I'm not feeling very comfy, huh? I'm not feeling very comfy. I had to do one more load because I forgot to do my work clothes.
Okay, not a problem. So it'll be it's in the washer now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still got plenty more to do. I thought he had all the bags from downstairs. I went through and started cleaning that closet, and there's still more. I was getting excited too, but a lot of it's kids' clothes, so a lot of it's gone.
Because you left, Joe, without saying goodbye, telling us where you're going, the all us left.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm looking for my sweater. I think I bought a while ago.
Went to pee. Next time I'll tell y'all that.
Oh, but
Yep, we're going to share the info.
Is it? Or is it, did it take
Oh, no.
Mia, say goodbye. She'll be back.
Be back again, I promise. On the choice, very last month as I work for.
Yeah. You
I
got,
gotta have those by 4 o'clock.
yeah, you gotta be up at 4. Okay.
All right, I will see you in a while.
Okey doke.
Tell you what, Bert needs to stop knocking on my windows.
hmm
Who's knocking on your window?
Bert.
Well, you know what they say, David. Birds of a feather flock together.
No, not
Birds.
birds.
Bert has in
He-
Bert and Ernie.
Storm Bert.
Storm Bert, because it's got really windy. Yeah, everything's racking against the windows.
Oh, I've never heard that. You just because it's rattling outside, you call it birds?
Bert.
Bert, it's the name of the
Bertie.
store.
Bert. It's called Storm Bert.
Never heard of that.
It's a
Oh, have you
storm.
ever heard anything like that?
Yeah, you give your
What?
not like you give your
It's a
hurricanes a name.
It could be like Hurricane Bert.
You know, like
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie.
Bert and Ernie. Short for Robert.
Right, Paul, you have a hurricane,
No,
yeah?
short for Bertram.
When
No,
you
I
have
don't have any hurricanes,
should.
but go
no,
ahead.
but when they
I know
have a
people that have
hurricane,
shortened
they
Bert-
give it a
Robert to
name like
Bert.
Hurricane Andrew or Hurricane Paul or whatever. Yeah, well, they called this storm that we're getting Bert.
B-U-R-T, right? Bert?
No,
B-
B-E-R-T.
No.
Can be B-E-R-T or B-U-R-T, depending on.
Yeah, just to confuse everyone, it's B-E-R-T.
Mm.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Hurricane,
Storm
yeah.
Bert.
Storm Bert. Mm,
How is that storm doing over there, David?
Well, it's bloody wet, seriously wet. I mean, extremely wet and
Yeah.
very windy.
It has rained all day.
Yep.
All day since last night. Literally 24 hours.
Blackburn
So
Rovers game was called off because with 1 hour to go. Poor Portsmouth fans, yeah, came all the way from Portsmouth, 7.5 hours travel. All of them were in Blackburn, and the game got called off because of the weather.
Mm.
So a lot of them headed to Deepdale to watch our damn squid of a game.
Mm.
Yeah, they won't do that again.
Michigan's knocking on the door again, David, to score again.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm doing a lithophane of Laura
Oh, okay.
from a few years ago when she was dressed up.
Oh.
Actually, thinking about it, Bert is most commonly short for Albert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Albert.
Mm.
Yeah, most of the ones I know, Albert. As I said, I know Robert's a Robert that was short to
No.
Bert rather than a
That's
Rob.
usually Rob and Bob. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get? I don't understand how you get Bob. How it becomes Bob from Robert. That's what I've never understood.
Well, it's
Corey,
like,
yeah, thank
it's like
you.
Richard becomes Dick.
Yeah, how do you get? Yeah, I'm not gonna say how do you get Dick out of Richard because I know there's a joke in there somewhere.
Darn it. I tried to lead you down the path.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah,
Hey, Corey.
yeah, I'd agree
And
with that.
Dominic.
Man,
Yeah, get you next time.
Mm. But I think Bertie Wooster was
Yep.
definitely a Bertram.
Yep.
It can also be Hubert. That's another one.
Yep. Yep.
Not a common name anymore.
Yeah, I haven't met one of those in years.
Why?
Yeah, one of my granddad's brothers used to be called Hubert.
Oh, Rupert and Hubert are from Mr. Bean, the Christmas special.
Are they?
Yeah, well, New Year's is a New Year special. He does a New Year's party, and Rupert and Hubert come over,
Oh.
and he's forgot to get beer and food in. So they got paper hats, and they end up leaving and going to the party next door.
Mhm.
Yeah, after changing his clock, and he goes to bed, and then he's laying in bed, and he goes, "Let's hear it. 3 cheers for Hubert and Rupert." The episode where he blows up the painting.
Don't know. I didn't
Don't
watch
tell me
a
you haven't
lot.
seen that episode.
I didn't watch a lot of Mr. Bean, to be honest.
Dominic, did you see Mr. Bean?
Yes.
Mr. Bean, I never heard of that. What's that?
Mr. Bean is a British comedy. Well, he's a character by Rowan Atkinson. In one episode, he wants to redecorate the place, but forgets to buy the paintbrush. So he gets fireworks out, puts it in the paint tin, and blows it up.
He does a whole half-hour sitcom without speaking.
Yeah.
Oh no, he does speak every now and again.
No, he grunts and makes
Yeah,
noise.
but it's more of a
He doesn't
monosyllabic
actually speak.
tone.
No, he's
It's
when
a
he gets,
monosyllabic tone. It's not really a word.
no, he does because he goes when he's at the hospital and he's got the teapot on his hand. She goes name, and he goes Bean. And he speaks in the Christmas episode.
And he speaks to Teddy.
Yeah. I love the Christmas episode where she points at the ring, at the picture of the ring in the shop. I want that one. And he goes in there, she gets so excited because he's going to buy the ring.
He brings the picture out.
Yeah, he buys the picture.
Yeah, Brenda, I got 2 ships today. Did you see them?
Wonder what Lawrence ever did that to us.
They're getting kind of sparse, but lately, according to
JDS.
my luck, it either turns dark or just in the late afternoon. There's all kinds of ships when we're coming on here. So
Well, if I'm about, I don't mind holding the fort where you go and get them.
That's what you got
well,
the nano for.
it's dark now, and
Oh, no.
Well, everyone's talking about these generators, Paul. Just buy yourself a big generator, buy yourself a giant floodlight, take it over there and just crank it up and light up the lake.
Justin left, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't say goodbye, he just went.
Andrew, he did like Andrew.
Yeah, he did, Andrew.
No. Go lay down. Lay down.
He's over there with Laura.
Well, I wouldn't have thought any otherwise.
Mm.
God, I asked for some help earlier on, doing the last panels on the shoe unit, because someone has to hold them while I put the pins and the screws in. Oh my God, you'd have thought she'd have been murdered.
Well, that's
Not
because
happy.
you've got a little princess living there.
Working summer. Hey, my Christmas decorations going up in the window next week.
Mm.
It's the Grinch saying Merry fucking Christmas. Printed in gold.
Hey Alexa, turn on Christmas tree.
Okay.
Do it yourself.
Well, guys, what do you think?
Yep. I'm happy to.
Happy to say close it down?
Yeah.
David can go over and play Fortnite.
David
Yeah.
can't.
You're right.
David bloody well can't. David's
And
a
Joe
David's
looks like
in
he's
the
ready to take a little nap.
anti-Fortnite group.
Mark, have a great day. Dominic, we'll see you. We'll see everybody again in the morning.
Thanks for making me suffer, Paul. Bye.
Bye.
Maybe,